Hello, Snow Westers. It is Saturday, March 9th, and me and my 4 girls are out for the daily walk. Woke up this morning and was going to head up to Island Park to go sledding, but decided not to because I stayed home for an extra hour. I got hold of an invitation to go do something I've never done before. So tomorrow on Sunday at 6 p.m. I'm heading up to West Yellowstone to go on an 8-hour grooming run. I've never been in a groomer before. I'm not entirely sure what to expect. But since Island Park and West Yellowstone have north of 950 miles of groomed trails, and there's been a lot of discussion about groomers this year, I thought this would be a great opportunity to get out there and actually learn firsthand what does it take to maintain 1,000 miles of groomed trails. Not only is there roughly 1,000 miles of commercially, professionally maintained trails, there's probably another 1,000 miles of unmaintained trails, because the greater Yellowstone Island Park area is basically open riding. Anywhere that's national forest that isn't designated as a wilderness or part of the Yellowstone National Park, which is extremely restricted riding, is open riding. You can go wherever you want. Now, while personally I consider myself a mountain rider, given my choice, I prefer to ride in the mountains. I use the trail system to get to the places that I want to go play. So the trails for me are highways that lead to the fun zones, the playgrounds where we go and have a good time. And I pay my $40, $45 a year fee, and most of that goes towards the groomers. At least I hope a good chunk of it does. But I really don't have any idea what it takes. So an opportunity presented itself. I said yes. And tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, I'm going to spend the next 8 hours on the mountain. My puppies are exploring the snow, having a good time. And learn a little bit more about what it takes to maintain that trail system that allows me and everybody else to come out here and have such a good time. And instead of riding today, I went to a hill climb race that is a new race we just started this weekend here in Rigby, Idaho, or Ryrie, in preparation for the Jackson Hole National Championships, the hill climbs there in Jackson in 2 weeks. Now, there's a lot of kinds of sledding. There's trail riding, there's meadow riding, there's mountain riding, there's tree riding, and then there's racing, which is an entirely different breed of character. And they're all fun, and I love all of them. But I have to admit, the Jackson Hole climbs coming up towards the end of March are amazing. If you've never been to a championship hill climb, it is a sight to behold. Not only because there's always epic carnage, amazing things happen when these guys try to get to the top of the hill as fast as they possibly can. Sometimes they make it, sometimes the sleds tumble down. It's always fabulous spectator sport. But today's race was a local race, a small race, but a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. And when we came back, we broke out the 120 that I brought my grandson. He's 3 years old. We bought him that for Christmas. And we tore up the front yard. So we were still out riding, even though I didn't plan on going riding today. Still had a really good time. I love snowing. I love sports. I love riding. Spring riding is great. Winter riding is great. We're just transitioning into spring right now. A couple of days, we're going to have probably our last winter storm. And then the temperatures are going to start climbing. It's going to get warm. And it's going to be really fun riding. Island Park and West Yellowstone will probably shut down their commercial grooming around the middle of March. They don't actually put out a hard date, but it's a matter of traffic. As the guests stop riding, then they shut down the grooming, and from then on, you're on your own. And the trails will get a little rough, and it gets a little more challenging, and it's that time of the year where the most dedicated of riders gets to enjoy it. For those of the faint of heart, there'll be a lot of whoops. But you can look forward to a couple of updates tomorrow, probably. I will probably shoot a pile of video while we're out grooming as I learn what it takes to maintain these trails, what it takes to make Island Park and West Yellowstone so unique in all of North America, perhaps in the world. I'm not sure if there's any place that offers more groomed riding and more ungroomed riding I think it is the #1 location in the world for snowmobiling, but maybe I'll find that out tomorrow. Again, I'm Christopher from Snow West. We'll see you guys online.